Hey guys, Nigel here from Aquarium Central and welcome to another Friday, which is another live fish unboxing. And we have some goodies in the box today, and there are some things in there that I have not shown you guys before. I'll also mention some of the new things that came in store throughout the week, which aren't in this box, but we'll be able to tell you about them, maybe do an overlay footage of them for those who will be watching this on YouTube. Nonetheless, let's get into the unboxing. Let's have a look what's in these boxes. All right, first up, good old Australian native. So this is your Murray cod. Now, these are a good sized Murray cod. They are around 12, almost 15 centimeters in size if you put them on a ruler. The Murray cod, very active, very healthy. The water's a little bit dirty because these are big guys and they've probably been smashing a lot of food. So we've got about 10 of them in today of that good size, Murray cod. So if you're into that predator fish, that's a good one for you. All right. Now, not exactly in the predator, but something different. Here is your elephant nose. Now, the elephant nose is blind, basically. It cannot really see very well at all. It sets a little electronic pulse throughout the water, and with its little nose there, it can feel the sensations from worms and little crustaceans throughout the aquarium and knows its way around. Uses sort of like a sonar system, a little bit like bats, but underwater. So that's your elephant nose. All right, another cool one now, one we get asked about all the time is, are these the freshwater ones? Yes, they are. Yes, no, they don't require the salt levels, although they like salt like most fish. These are your Bumblebee Gobies. Now, there is some nice yellow in these, so there is quite a lot getting around at the moment that are grey and black. These guys are showing some yellow in them inside the bag, so once they get in the aquarium, hopefully they're nice yellow and black. That's where they get their name Bumblebee Goby from. And as you can see, they can literally just stick on the sides of your aquarium. Now, they are a little predator. They're a tiny little carnivore. They do love worms. Ours in store, we feed Daphnia. Talking about Daphnia, if you're after a live feed for your fish, Daphnia is an excellent choice. We've got a really good supply of Daphnia at the moment. You can buy cultures to get your own Daphnia starting online on our website, or come on down to the store, buy yourself some Daphnia, either to start a culture or to feed to your fish. We feed our guys Daphnia here, particularly guys like these, all the time. So these guys will smash the live Daphnia. Now, talking about live food, if you don't like Daphnia, just in time for the weekend, we have just got in a shipment of live blackworms. Okay, so these sell out really fast. Okay, so normally by the end of the weekend, it's almost all gone. So if you're after those live blackworms for your discus or for your pea puffers, those kind of fish, a shipment has just arrived. You can come on down to the store, buy yourself a portion like this. We'll even ship it to you. You can buy it online of the live blackworm. So that's just come in today, just in time for the weekend, is our live blackworms. All right, let's get back into the fish. Next, a catfish. Now, they are in the bag. And believe it or not, there's 3, maybe 5 in there. There's 3 in this bag. Must be another bag somewhere. These are your royal whiptail catfish. They never come in big size. As you can see, they're quite small, but very active, as you can see. Royal whiptails. Now, these guys have the name, obviously, because they're real long whiptail on the back of them. Beautiful colour and pop up to them. Really nice, tall dorsal fins of royal whiptail catfish. All right, now another one for those catfish lovers. Now, these, believe it or not, out of these particular family, these are your best sellers. All right, this one here is your calico bristlenose. Now, they are the long fin variant. You can see the calico. They've got those really nice orange bellies. This is where your super reds have come from. They've lost that calico ability and have remained just an orange color. However, the super reds are everywhere on the market these days. They do not sell as well as these guys. These guys have maintained selling good sales always because of their really cool pattern. So if you're into breeding bristlenose, my advice is to stick with what you do. But this is a really, really good choice. Calico longfins and calico bristlenose are very, very popular, and they probably pull you the best return on your investment. All right, next, another catfish. Now what we have here is like butterfly pleco. He's got good colour for his size. Nice amount of yellow coming through. There he is. So there's just another little L number species. It's the butterfly. Nice little guy. Now these guys aren't very active, the butterfly plecos. They're very, very placid. You put them in the aquarium, they just sort of sink to the bottom and make their way along. Very, very slow moving. As you saw the bristlenose, they move around. The L number plecos are a little bit more docile. All right, another bristlenose. This one is the long fin albino bristlenose. Now this is the slowest selling out of all the long fins. Beautiful looking, really nice gold on them. In fact, look at that. They're almost like a lemon. They're that yellow at the moment. So they're really nice orange coloured long fin albino bristlenose for those that were looking for something a little bit different. Looking at them carefully, no, they're definitely albino. Thought for a minute they were lemon long fins, so that would have been a bargain for you guys. But no, they definitely are albino. They've got the red eyes. That's your long fin albino. So a little bit small at the moment, smaller than our normal ones. So when you're buying them online, just be mindful. They are a little bit smaller than usual. This is just another one of those clown plecos. All right, moving on. Now, these guys. Now, you've probably seen it and you didn't realise you've seen them. This guy is the Tetra. It's got the little Nike tick on the tail. They're a silver fish. They call them the Tetra. You've probably seen them on YouTube videos, Facebook videos, and you probably didn't know what you're looking at. This particular Tetra here, bring them up close for you to see them, is the best, most unique behaving Tetra out of all the Tetras. You put these in a dense population in your aquarium, they will look like an underwater wave in your aquarium. They literally school together, swirl, spin around, swirl backwards and forwards. You see videos of them all the time on the social media platforms. You probably don't know what you're looking at. It was the Tetra. If you're watching this video, we'll try and find an overlay for our YouTube release of this unboxing where you'll be able to see what we're talking about. The Tetra, amazing schooling fish. So if you love to see something unique schooling, grab yourself a group of these guys. They are absolutely incredible. I was blown away. I've seen them in person in our trips overseas, swimming in the tanks, and it just blows you away. All right, next, another very unique Tetra species. And they are in stock at the moment. We can't always get them because they are wild caught. And it's very important to buy these guys as wild caught because you want to get what it is that makes them unique. This is the gold Tetra, and they literally, in the aquarium, they're very popular in store. People walk into the fish room, they stand out. They look like gold nuggets swimming in the aquarium. They're very shiny and very reflective. However, if you buy captive bred versions of these, they will not be gold. They'll be plain little silver fish, no gold coloration at all. Why that is because they need to be wild caught to pick up a parasite that they get from the wild that works with the fish, that creates an enzyme that excretes from the fish that looks like gold dust. If you have wild caught ones, they should have that. They'll be gold and shiny and very reflective, and they'll keep that gold. Doesn't disappear. However, if you buy captive bred ones and you're waiting for it to go gold, it will never happen. It needs to be a wild caught to have picked up the parasite. Now, it's not a nasty parasite. If you're thinking, oh, I don't want a parasite in my aquarium, it's not that kind of parasite. All right, next, we have the maculata or the spotted wrasse borer. Tiny little nano species of fish. These are doing really well in store at the moment. We've been feeding ours the Aquamunch Instant Brine, and they are starting to go really red like chilies. Now, these aren't chili. They are the spotted, so they're the free spotted maculata wrasse borer, and these guys go excellent in nano tanks and shrimp. Now, talking about nano tanks and shrimp, keep watching because that's what's coming up very soon. We had a shipment of shrimp arrive, including some other specialties, and we're getting to those very soon. All right, before we do, something we don't show very often, we've got 1, 2, 3 different types. This one here we're going to get out really quickly because there's a fatality in the bag, but these here are your dwarf grommies. Now, these are the dwarf, the different types of grommies. So what we've got is a flame, we've got cobalt blues, We've also got neon blues and regular dwarf grommies. You have them in male and females as well. Now, these guys can be quite feisty. Just be mindful. They are dwarf grommy. They are quite feisty. These guys will eat your shrimp. If you're after the dwarf grommies to go with your shrimp, we recommend the honey grommies. Honey grommies are very peaceful, colourful, won't eat your shrimp, whereas these guys certainly will. Nonetheless, these are a striking looking fish, available at the moment in store in both males and females, but the females don't have colour. It's the males that have got all the colour. Next, a bag of cribbies or cribensis. So the cribensis is often thought to be a South American cichlid. However, it's not. It is from the riverine systems of Africa. It is an African cichlid. However, it does like the same conditions of your South American. So a little bit softer water, and that's the go for these guys. They are egg depositors, so they'll lay inside the caves or on top of rocks. The female actually has most of the colour. The female gets a beautiful purple belly and lots of gold in it, parallel stripes, stunning looking cichlid. Not super aggressive. They'll fight their own when they've got eggs, as they are as good parents. They want to protect their babies and their eggs, but they're not as hyper aggressive as the other Americans or some of the Africans. All right, now another one here is these are Australian bred discus. Now, trying to give you a good look at them there, because we sell these as assorted. So what you see is what you get. We don't sell them as, oh, can I have a red one? Can I have a blue one? Can I have a turquoise? No, they're just assorted. They don't have the best of colours in the bag, and at this size, they'll settle down inside the aquarium. But these are a lot cheaper than our other discus. They are very hardy discus, these ones. So if you're after discus, Australian discus, we have them in stock. They are assorted. You'll be sent a colour at random. It isn't a selection. We suggest you come down to the store if you want to pick them and grab yourself some nice looking juvenile discus at a really good price. And they're Australian bred, so they're 2-hour water conditions and much hardier. All right, on to some crustaceans now. So we'll start off with some snails. Now, first up, the ever so popular red Ramshorn snails. Now, these are an aquatic snail. They do live under the water. They come to us shipped with barely any water, and we tend to ship ours underwater. But there is a reason why they do ship snails this way. So these are your red Ramshorn snails. Very, 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 very easy to breed. Very easy to overpopulate your aquarium, but they are super popular. So if you do want to breed something for quick pocket change, we buy probably up to 100 of these every week. That's your red Ramshorn snail. Don't get them mixed up with your dirty browns. We don't buy those. They don't sell. They are horrible looking things. These are your reds. They get about 5 centimeters in size. 5 centimeters. A 5-cent piece size in size. 5 centimeters. That would be a monster. 5-cent piece size. Now, another one here is the freshwater mussels. And now, people think we're dear on these. We're actually not. We're at a reasonable price. We do not go collect these from the creek. We buy them through reputable suppliers who get them from their reputable breeders, and they're not out of the wild. We're not taking from the wild and introducing who knows what's into our aquarium. We are buying ones designed for our aquarium. Now, the freshwater mussel, amazing critter, will help move soil around, will help filter the aquarium water. Will it eat poo? Not so sure on that. People think they're poo eaters. They're not really do that. They will help filter the water, but if it dies in your aquarium, there's a whole lot of another mess to deal with. So don't think you can put this in and just replace filtration as what people think they can do. Definitely not recommended. They are cool. They stick out their tongue and move around. All right. Next. Oh, another snail. Now, it's very, very small. Not sure if you're going to be able to see this guy. But these are your nearite snails. See them there? Great little algae eaters. Good for the nanotanks. They don't grow very big at all. These are nearite snails. What else have we got coming out? Looking for some more snails for you snail lovers. Oh, there we go. This is the most popular out of all the mystery snails. Now, these have just come in. These are magentas. Now, they're not showing the best. There's one there. These are a beautiful sort of pink, violety purple coloration. They're a stunning snail. They're very, very popular. So if you're into unique mystery snails, we've got them. These here are your magenta. Next, see what other snails we've got in here. Oh, here's another snail. And these guys look like chestnuts. So chestnuts, they're a brownish color. These are the albino chestnuts, or they're the white, you know, got the normal slug underneath, and not dark slug, because we do have the dark chestnuts and we have what they call albino chestnut, which is this guy here. So we have chestnut mystery snails. The normal yellow coloured mystery snails. So these are the biggest seller, of course. Everyone buys these. We sell tons of them. Nice healthy shells on them. Gold mystery snails. Nice coloration too. Look at them. Good little algae eaters. They love it. Another one here. Now this one here is a gold, and it does look dark. That's because it's a purple-footed mystery snail. So that slug inside's not that white creamy coloration that you normally see. This one has sort of like a purpley dark coloured foot. So it's a purple-footed mystery snail. Next, one of the newer ones came into the country as well, like the magenta. These are your ivory. You see them there? They're white. All right, so just so you see the difference, we'll bring them back. This is your normal mystery snail. These are your whites. See the color difference? Or what they call ivory. Ivory mystery snails. Oh, and then another one here. These are your purple. Now see that purple slug there? That other yellow one we had before that was dark. That's because it has that purple slug like this. But these are a purple shell, dark shell. Purple slug, purple, or they call foot, by the way. So purple footed. These are purple mystery snails. There's one there you can see, nice and colourful there on the side. You're getting a good view of it there on the camera. Purple footed mystery snails. Or purple mystery snails. Next we have another snail. Blue mystery snails. Again, it will have a purple slug or purple foot, as you can see. And they're like almost like the ivory white shell, but because they've got a purple slug inside, they give a blue look. So you can see a bluish looking shell. See that blue there? See the blue? With the purple slug. So plenty of different mystery snails at the moment. Now, if you're looking for something to feed your mystery snails, have a look at the Aquamunch Snail Supreme Gel. There were some posts on Facebook unrelated to us not long ago about someone that had some snails. The shells were all rotten. If you see this video, give us a shout out. They got onto the Aquamunch Snail Supreme Gel, and it fixed up all the shell cut problems in their snail, as well as brought in a better depth of coloration and health. There are 3 different types of calcium in that gel that really hardens up those shells. There's a couple of additive ingredients in there that's going to help bring deep depth and color to that calcium as the snail grows its shell. If you feed color food to your snails, it's not going to give you an instant result of color because it won't change what's already grown. That's already been grown external. But as it keeps growing, you'll have a firm, hard shell for the snail to live and be healthy in. All right, let's keep moving on to some other crustaceans, but this time we are onto shrimp now. And we did get in. These are your blue dream. Trying to show you guys on camera there, but they're blue. Let's have a look. See that there? So nice blue cherries. What else we got? If you don't like the blue, maybe the ever common red cherry. Really nice red, as you can see. Now, the reason these guys come with moss in the bag is just so it's got something to cling to during transit. So we sometimes ship with moss, sometimes we ship with some screen or net. It's something so the shrimp can hold on to during transit so its legs don't get broken. All right, so they're the cherries. We got black cherries. So these are like they're throw off from the blue gene, but they're black, really dark coloration. If you look carefully, you can see the bluish in them, but they are what they call black cherries. All these are very easy to keep shrimp, by the way. Cherry shrimp are super easy. Next, we have yellow cherry shrimp. Now, we breed actually a lot of these ourselves. The cherries, the yellow cherries. Now, the cherries we breed are coming from fire reds. So they're actually a very, very high grade, but we just sell them as cherries in store. These actually come from a sun-kissed, which is a deeper orange. That's why they look so yellow. We breed a lot of these ourselves in store, and we sell them as regular cherries, but they actually are next level up. So you get yourself a bargain here at Aquarium Central when you come down and buy shrimp. By all means, come down and pick them yourselves and have a look. All right. Next, we have some black crystal shrimp. So you see there the black and white bands, crystals. Now, these used to be very touchy at one stage. The guy that's breeding these tells us that they are very hardy now to what they used to be. They are bred just in regular tank water, not RO water. So they're much hardier. They've got a better resistance to disease, better resistance to... Ooh, they're nice looking. Check out these fire reds. Look at that. Beautiful looking. Sorry, I was talking about crystals. I just saw how red. So these are what we're breeding our cherries from. And you can see we do pick out the best of the best and sell them as fire reds. However, when you buy our cherries, you're getting these anyway. They're just a little bit of the lower grade off them. All right, next we have red crystals. So these, again, like the blacks, but they're red and white. These are really cool because they look like saltwater shrimp. They don't get big like the saltwater shrimp. They only stay small. These guys in here will be ready to reproduce. But have a look at them. They're so cool. Again, they've been bred in just normal tank water. So they haven't been bred in RO water. So they're really strong, really sturdy looking shrimp. That's it from me, guys. I hope you have enjoyed this week's unboxing. Now, starting next week, we're going to start giving some giveaways. We are just finding our way through it on how we're going to do that, but we're going to give away a gift pack of all sorts of goodies to one of our viewers, as well as one of our viewers that watches on YouTube. So be watching out for next week. We'll announce how we're going to do that, but we're going to be starting to give away some freebies during these live fish unboxings. Thanks for watching, you guys. Come down and see us in store, 11 Pike Street, Cunda Park, or shop online at aquariumcentral.com.au.